You wake up every morning, drink your coffee, maybe take your blood pressure pill, glance in the mirror, and tell yourself you feel fine. No pain, no swelling, no obvious warning signs. And because nothing hurts, you assume nothing is wrong. That assumption is exactly what your kidneys cannot afford. Here's the number that stops my patients cold every time I say it out loud. Right now, approximately 9 out of every 10 people living with chronic kidney disease have absolutely no idea. None. No symptoms, no warning. Their kidneys are quietly losing function month after month, and their morning routine is completely unchanged. My name is Dr. Lexa. If you enjoyed this content, please subscribe, leave a like, and drop a comment. Your support helps a lot. Thank you for watching. I am a nephrologist, a kidney specialist with over 10 years of clinical experience treating patients in every stage of kidney disease, from early silent damage all the way to dialysis. And the single pattern I have seen repeated more times than I can count is this. By the time a patient finds out their kidneys are in trouble, they have already lost a significant amount of kidney function that they will never get back. Never. Kidneys do not regenerate the way other organs do. But here is what I need you to understand before this video is over. What you drink in the first hour of your morning, before the coffee, before the food, before the rush of the day, has a direct, measurable, and documented impact on how well your kidneys filter, protect themselves, and hold on to the function they still have. There are 4 specific drinks that the research supports. 4 drinks that cost almost nothing, require no prescription, and can be prepared in your own kitchen in under 3 minutes each. Most of you have never been told about all 4, and the one that surprises my patients the most is drink number 3. We will get there, but first, I need you to understand what is actually happening inside your kidneys right now, because without that, none of the 4 drinks will make complete sense. Most people think of kidney disease the way they think of a broken arm. Either something is clearly wrong or it is not. Either you are sick or you are healthy. The idea that your kidneys could be operating at 60% capacity or 50% while you feel completely normal is genuinely difficult for most people to accept. But that is precisely the biology of chronic kidney disease. It is not an event. It is a slow, silent erosion. Your kidneys filter approximately 200 L of blood every single day. Every single day. 200 L. They remove waste products, excess fluid, toxins, medications your body has finished processing, and excess minerals that would otherwise accumulate to dangerous levels. They regulate your blood pressure. They signal the production of red blood cells. They activate vitamin D for your bones. These are not passive organs sitting quietly in your back. They are among the most metabolically active, continuously working organs in the human body, and after 60, they are already working harder than they did at 40. The natural aging process gradually reduces kidney filtering capacity. Blood vessels inside the kidneys stiffen. The number of functional filtering units, called nephrons, decreases with every decade. This is biology, not disease, but it means the margin for additional insults, chronic dehydration, high blood sugar, high blood pressure, inflammation, becomes significantly narrower. Here is the statistic from the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey that my colleagues and I discuss regularly. Approximately 40% of adults above age 60 meet the clinical definition for some form of chronic kidney disease. 40%. That is not a rare condition. That is nearly every other person in a room of older adults. And of that group, 9 out of 10 do not know. The standard medical response to this is blood tests and medication management. And those are important. I am not here to dismiss them. But there is a piece of the conversation that a 7-minute clinic appointment almost never reaches. What you are drinking every morning, and what that is either doing for your kidneys or quietly doing against them. I want to tell you about a patient I will call Raymond. Raymond was 67 years old, a retired civil engineer, meticulous man. He exercised 4 times a week. Nothing extreme, but consistent. He had been watching his sodium intake for years because his doctor flagged his blood pressure. He avoided junk food, cooked most of his meals at home, and took his medication without fail. By every standard measure, Raymond was doing what he was supposed to do. He came to see me after his annual blood work flagged an elevated creatinine level. His primary care doctor referred him to me as a precaution. When I ran his full kidney function panel, his estimated glomerular filtration rate, the key measurement of how efficiently his kidneys are actually filtering blood, had dropped to 54. Normal for his age should have been above 75. He had stage 3 chronic kidney disease and had no idea. I asked Raymond to walk me through his entire daily routine. What he ate, when he slept, how much he moved, and then I asked what most doctors never think to ask. What are you drinking from the moment you wake up until noon? His answer was this: coffee first thing, 2 large cups black, then nothing until lunch, when he would have iced tea, sweetened, and occasionally, on hot days, a sports drink. Raymond was not drinking water in the morning. He had not been drinking water in the morning for years. He was beginning every day in a mild state of dehydration. His kidneys were starting each morning already under stress, concentrating his urine, working harder to filter blood that was thicker than it needed to be, with none of the flushing support that adequate morning hydration provides. We made changes, specific, deliberate changes to what he drank first thing in the morning. Within 6 months, his creatinine stabilized, his GFR stopped declining. He did not need dialysis. He did not need a transplant. He needed information that no one had given him in all his years of living. That conversation is why this video exists. Here is the biology behind why the morning matters more than any other time of day for your kidneys. While you sleep, your body goes without fluid for 7 or 8 hours. Your kidneys continue working throughout the night. They do not clock out. But without incoming fluid, they begin concentrating urine more and more aggressively to conserve water. Blood viscosity increases. Waste products that need to be flushed accumulate in higher concentrations. By the time you wake up, your kidneys are operating in what I call the morning stress window. Blood is at its thickest. Filtration demand is at its highest relative to available fluid. The concentration of urea, creatinine, uric acid, and other metabolic waste products in the bloodstream is at its peak for the entire day. And if the first thing you give your kidneys is a diuretic, like coffee, which stimulates fluid excretion rather than providing net hydration, you are extending that stress window by another hour or two before real hydration arrives. After 60, this matters significantly more than it did at 40. Kidney tubules, the microscopic channels that do the fine filtering work, become less efficient with age. They require optimal fluid conditions to function properly. Concentrated urine flowing through an aging tubular system is one of the primary mechanisms through which kidney stones form, tubular damage accumulates, and glomerular filtration rate declines year by year. Think of it this way: a healthy river flows freely, carries waste downstream, keeps its banks clean. A drought-stressed river slows, concentrates everything it carries, deposits sediment, and damages its own bed. Your kidneys, deprived of adequate morning hydration, are operating like that drought-stressed river every single morning. This is the chain that leads to irreversible damage, and it is one that 4 specific morning drinks can break, each through a distinct biological mechanism. Let us go through them one by one. Before I walk you through all 4 drinks, I want to ask you something directly, and I genuinely want to hear your answer in the comments below. What is the very first thing you drink every morning? Is it coffee, tea, water, or something else entirely? Or I ask this question to every patient I see at their first appointment, and the answers consistently reveal patterns that no blood test ever shows. Tell me in the comments. I read every single one, and your answer will help me understand what to cover in upcoming videos. Drink number 1: warm lemon water. This is the drink I recommend first, for a reason that goes beyond what most people understand about it. The mechanism is not simply that lemon is healthy. The mechanism is citrate. Lemon juice is the highest natural dietary source of citrate among all citrus fruits, and citrate performs a specific documented function inside your kidneys that nothing else replicates. When waste products in your urine, particularly calcium and oxalate, begin to cluster together, they form crystals. Those crystals grow into kidney stones, and even before they reach stone size, those microcrystals grind against the delicate inner walls of your kidney tubules, causing inflammation and scarring. Citrate binds directly to calcium ions in your urine and prevents that clustering from starting. It is a natural inhibitor of crystal formation. A study from Duke University Medical Center and replicated in a 2021 clinical trial published in eClinical Medicine found that regular lemon juice supplementation significantly increased urinary citrate levels and reduced kidney stone recurrence in patients with a history of calcium oxalate stones. The National Kidney Foundation now formally recommends lemon water as a preventative measure for stone-prone individuals. How to prepare it? Squeeze the juice of half a fresh lemon into a glass of warm water. Not cold, not boiling. Warm water is absorbed faster by your system. Drink it before your coffee, before anything else. First thing, daily. That timing matters because your urine is most concentrated and most acidic in the morning, which is precisely when citrate's protective effect is most needed. One important note: do not add sugar. Sugared lemon drinks raise blood glucose, which increases the concentration of harmful compounds in your urine, the exact opposite of what you are trying to achieve. Drink number 2, plain water, but timing and amount are everything. I know what you are thinking. Water, that is obvious, but I am including it here specifically because of how my patients drink it, which is almost universally wrong. Most people drink water reactively when they are thirsty. After 60, your thirst mechanism becomes measurably less reliable. Research published in the journal Medicine found that higher volume water intake was directly associated with lower risk of albuminuria, protein leaking into the urine, which is one of the earliest measurable signs of kidney damage. Another cohort study in nephrology dialysis transplantation confirmed that patients with established chronic kidney disease who maintained moderate daily water intake were significantly less likely to progress to kidney failure. The morning window is when this matters most. Immediately after the warm lemon water, drink a full 8 oz glass of plain water before you do anything else. Not sipped, drunk. This rehydrates your blood, thins your urine, begins flushing the overnight accumulation of waste products, and drops your kidney filtration workload within 20 to 30 minutes of drinking. One measurable way to know if your morning hydration is working: your first urination of the day should transition over 2 to 3 weeks of consistent morning hydration from dark yellow to a pale straw color. Dark yellow urine every morning is your kidneys telling you they are overworked. Pale yellow is them telling you they have what they need. Drink number 3, unsweetened green tea. This is the drink that surprises my patients most, and it is the one that carries the most underappreciated science behind it. Green tea contains a specific class of antioxidants called catechins, with the most studied and powerful among them being EGCG, epigallocatechin 3-gallate. This compound does something in the kidneys that no other common beverage compound does. It directly inhibits the nucleation process, the initial step where mineral crystals begin to form in kidney tubules. Multiple laboratory studies have confirmed that EGCG prevents calcium oxalate crystals from forming and actually appears to prevent them from adhering to kidney tubule walls, which is the step that causes tissue scarring. Beyond kidney stones, green tea's anti-inflammatory properties work against the chronic low-grade inflammation that is one of the primary drivers of kidney function decline in older adults. A 2022 Mendelian randomization study found a direct causal association between tea consumption and better kidney function outcomes. A prospective cohort study of middle-aged and elderly adults found that regular green tea intake was associated with reduced incidence of kidney stones. Here is the critical preparation detail that most people miss. You must use unsweetened green tea brewed from actual leaves or whole leaf bags, not pre-bottled green tea drinks, which almost universally contain added sugar and have minimal catechin content due to processing. Brew 1 cup at 80 degrees C, not boiling, because boiling water degrades EGCG significantly, and drink it in the morning after your water. 1 cup per day. That is all the research supports as the optimal dose. 2 cups is acceptable. More than that, in older adults with any degree of kidney compromise, is unnecessary, and the caffeine load begins to offset the benefit. Drink number 4, diluted, unsweetened cranberry juice. Cranberry juice has a well-known reputation for urinary tract health, but most people do not understand the precise mechanism. And most people also consume it in the wrong form entirely. Cranberries contain compounds called proanthocyanidins, specifically type A proanthocyanidins. These compounds do something structurally unique. They prevent bacteria, primarily E. coli, the most common cause of urinary tract infections, from adhering to the walls of the urinary tract. They do not kill bacteria. They make the surfaces of your urinary tract literally too slippery for bacteria to grip. Why does this matter for kidney health specifically? Because recurrent urinary tract infections, particularly in older adults, are one of the most common and under-recognized causes of kidney damage. Each untreated or undertreated UTI sends bacteria upstream. Repeated kidney infections, called pyelonephritis, cause scarring of kidney tissue that never repairs. Protecting the urinary tract from bacterial adhesion is, quite directly, protecting kidney tissue from recurrent scarring. A 2024 systematic review and network meta-analysis published in European Urology Focus confirmed that cranberry products reduce UTI recurrence in susceptible populations. For older adults, particularly women over 60, who face the highest UTI risk, this is clinically meaningful protection. The critical preparation point: you must use pure, unsweetened cranberry juice, not cranberry cocktail, not cranberry blend, not sweetened cranberry drink. Those products contain so much added sugar that they actively worsen kidney health by raising blood glucose and increasing urinary calcium concentration. Pure, unsweetened cranberry juice is intensely tart. Dilute 2 Oz in 6 Oz of water. Drink it in the morning, once daily. That 2 Oz dose delivers the proanthocyanidin concentration the research supports without loading your system with sugar or excess potassium. Note: if you have established chronic kidney disease at stage 3 or beyond, speak with your nephrologist before adding cranberry juice, as the potassium content may require monitoring depending on your specific kidney function levels. Raymond came back to see me 8 months after that first conversation about his morning routine. His GFR had improved from 54 to 61. Not a dramatic reversal. Kidney function rarely reverses dramatically, but a measurable, meaningful stabilization and modest recovery. His creatinine was down. His urine protein had normalized. He was no longer trending toward dialysis. He was trending in the other direction. The first thing he said when he sat down in my office was not about his numbers. He said, "I have been waking up every morning for years, and nobody ever told me that what I drank in the first 30 minutes was this important." That sentence has stayed with me because he was right. He had access to all 4 of these drinks his entire adult life. They cost him almost nothing. No prescription, no side effects, no specialist referral required. He just needed someone to connect the science to the morning routine he was already living. You are that person now. You have that connection. The kidneys are remarkable organs. They are also among the most quietly vulnerable organs in the body after 60. They do not complain loudly. They do not send you a clear signal until the damage is significant. What they need is not dramatic intervention. They need consistent daily support. In the morning, those first 30 to 45 minutes before the demands of the day begin, is the window that matters most. Let me bring this together clearly, because I want you to leave this video with something you can act on tomorrow morning. Here are the 4 morning drinks in order. First, warm lemon water. Half a fresh lemon squeezed into warm water before anything else. Citrate blocks crystal formation in your kidney tubules and reduces stone risk. Second, plain water. A full 8 Oz glass immediately after. Rehydrates your blood, thins morning urine concentration, and drops filtration workload before the day begins. Third, 1 cup of unsweetened brewed green tea. Catechins protect kidney tubule cells from oxidative damage and inhibit the crystal adhesion that causes scarring. Fourth, 2 Oz of pure, unsweetened cranberry juice diluted in water. Proanthocyanidins coat the urinary tract, preventing bacterial adhesion and reducing the kidney scarring that comes from repeated infections. None of these require a prescription. None cost more than a few dollars a week. All 4 are supported by published clinical research. Now here is my question for you, and I genuinely want your answer in the comments below. Which of these 4 drinks are you already doing every morning, and which one surprised you the most today? Those comments help me understand what to cover next, and your experience may be exactly what another viewer needs to hear to take action. If this video gave you something useful, please share it. Not for the channel, for the person in your life who is over 60 and has never once thought about what they are drinking in the first 30 minutes of their morning. That person may not know they need this yet, but you do, and that share may matter more than you realize. Subscribe if you want to continue this conversation about protecting your health after 60. Next time, we are going to talk about 5 common medications that are silently damaging your kidneys. Medications that millions of people over 60 take every single day without knowing the risk. You will not want to miss that one. One final thing. Everything I have shared today is based on published research and my clinical experience as a nephrologist. but your situation is unique. Your kidney function, your medications, your medical history, all of these matter, and I do not know them. Before making any changes to your morning routine, and especially before adding or removing anything if you have established kidney disease, please talk to your own physician. They know your numbers. I know the research. Together, you and your doctor can build a morning routine that actually protects your kidneys. I am Dr. Lexa. Stay consistent, stay informed, and take exceptional care of the organs that take care of you every single day without ever asking for anything in return.